completely sold out his own base. And the crypto thing, I think, is another example of that. I think people totally get. I don't know about you, but when I was at barbecues and parties and stuff around the Fourth,
Yeah.
people were talking about that. They were like, "Wow, how in the heck did he make all of that money?" And of course, it's because I'll just go out on a limb and say this: he's kind of a crook.
Hi there, everyone. So, what would you do? It's a question that every single person covering Donald Trump has had to wrestle with. What would you do if your company asked you to tone it down a bit, or did a deal that felt a whole lot more like a payoff than a legal settlement? Or what if your boss destroyed the credibility of your show, or made a move that looked more designed to curry favor? A lot of us would like to think that we would do the right and noble thing, but not everybody is able to or willing to. And that's what places this week's guest in a bright light of courage and principle and integrity. Jim Acosta spent nearly 18 years at CNN asking Donald Trump the tough questions for a lot of them during his first term, earning him a spot on Donald Trump's list of perceived enemies. Jim became someone who encapsulated everything that Donald Trump hates about the First Amendment and a free press. And his exit from CNN was an early warning of just how much news organizations would bend the knee to Donald Trump. Now, as an independent journalist and the host of the Jim Acosta Show, Jim tries to live by what he said when he left CNN. Quote, "Don't give in to the lies, don't give in to the fear, hold on to the truth and to hope." So this is the best people, and this is one of them, Jim Acosta. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh my gosh, I am humbled by that open. I'm not worthy, as they used to say in Wayne's World, but thank you.
But all of us think about, there was one other moment that made me think, what would I do? There was this Yeoman Wilder, is a baseball coach, and ICE came and started bothering some of his players. And he literally put himself between his players and ICE. And it's the only other time I thought, what would I do? But obviously, journalists like yourself make all of us covering Trump sort of wrestle with what would we do. So if you could just take me back to your decision to leave CNN.
Yeah, I mean, I will tell you that I sort of thought this might happen. So that gave me a little time to prepare a little bit. I had thought about, well, what if I need to do something like the Jim Acosta Show? Maybe I should start thinking about this. But when he was reelected in November of 2024, I thought, well, this is not good for me. If he's back, he's going to want to get revenge. I remember I had lunch one day with a Trump advisor. This was during the Biden presidency. And this was an old source of mine. And he said, oh, just so you know, you're on their list. Like, if we possibly get back in there, you are definitely on the list. We're going to get you.
For what? What did that mean? Like for humiliation, for prosecution, for what is that?
Well, it was suggested to me at the time that this person knew people who knew John Malone, who was on the board at Warner Brothers Discovery. And it was essentially, the message was being sent, like, hey, yeah, just so you know, nobody on our side likes you, and we have powerful friends. Now, whether that means that there is that conclusive proof of anything, that's just me hearing a threat from somebody who was a source, and actually, somebody that I sort of got along with. But the message was very clear that if he got back in there, it was not going to be good for me. And so when he got reelected, I thought, okay, this is not going to be good. And within weeks, the writing was on the wall, and it was made very clear to me that I was to leave before he comes back into office. And, they offered a midnight time slot and all this stuff. And I was like, well, why would I take that?
Right.
That's insane, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
It was not a pleasant experience, but
what did they say to you?
it was essentially, it was made very clear to me that, my time was up. And, I think they would probably say, oh, no, we just wanted to have him be on at midnight. So many people are watching then. And
it's
it'll
9
be
in
great.
the West.
It's 9 out West and all this. And I was like, and my thought at the time is that, do you realize how bad this looks for you? It wasn't so much how bad it looks for me. I thought, do you understand that people are going to see right through this? Everybody in this business is going to know exactly what's going on.
Mhm.
Have you thought this part through? And it was just abundantly clear to me that there was intense pressure for me to be gone. And, when I delivered that message, one final message: don't give in to the lies.
Don't give in to the fear. Hold on to the truth and to hope.
My thought at the time was, and Trump had just pardoned the